Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, The Pussycat Dolls.
Literally, please pull over and I'll pee on the fucking side of the road. I don't care. I'm gonna piss on your kid's car seat right now.
Yeah, growing up, I feel like I seen spirits all the time, and now
If I thought somebody was in there, I'd be like, "What's up,
Baby, take me out to dinner.
Like I would, dude. I'm like, "What's that?" And I just start running. Full. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to get out of my mother's trailer, please.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, The Pussycat Dolls.
Halloween edition.
Halloween edition, yes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to get out of my mother's trailer. Please, please help me. Help me, please. I want to be famous and rich.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like today, I don't know.
Well, we kind of got a rocky start because our lights aren't working, and I'm really sad about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it kind of killed our vibe.
It really did kill the vibe. I'm kind of
it's not
sad.
spooky anymore.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
we had a purple glow around us.
I know. It was really cute. And we
Yeah.
put so much effort into the studio. I don't know if you guys can tell. But there's bats and spider webs.
Yeah.
Spider webs.
But yeah, and then we got these cool little spooky cups.
I want to show mine too.
Yeah, yours
Oh,
is cool.
where's the little-
Spirit store is unbelievably expensive.
Ridiculous.
Like it did not used to be expensive like
That's
that.
why you gotta go to the dollar store
I know
Yeah.
because
because
they got the same shit. I got
Mhm.
like literally so much shit for my baby shower for like $50. Like,
Ugh,
whole
I know.
entire thing.
every time we go, we get hella shit and just
Yeah.
for the baby shower. Oh yeah, so we wanted to talk about the baby shower. Turned out really good.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Megan's baby shower.
yeah. Yeah, we had talked about in the last episode that we were planning it and everything, and we had it. We were doing shit like down to the last second of people coming in,
It was
like
so
literally 30
stressful.
seconds before people were coming in.
Yeah.
It looked really cute though. Like when me and Crystal
Thanks.
walked in, I was like, okay,
Yeah, it was
So
fun.
much effort.
We had a jumper, and like the kids liked it. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
It was fun. Yeah, just stressful though. Like, I don't want to hand make shit ever again, or like
I don't want to plan an event ever
no,
again.
yeah. And then like hosting is a whole thing too. Like,
Yeah, I
Just-
kind of left that to you. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go hide in the back.
yeah, yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
was
No.
talking to like everybody.
Yeah.
like
You
trying
have
keep
to.
the conversation going.
And I knew some of them.
Yeah.
Most of them. Yeah, I knew most of them. But
Everybody was hella nice though. Like everybody
Yeah,
was talking
yeah.
to me and stuff, which I was like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that. you know?
everybody was saying like, "Oh, this is the best baby shower you ever been to." Not to fucking
That's a toot.
to toot our own horn, but yeah, no, it was so cool. Like, I just am glad we got to do that for her.
Yeah.
When she walked in, we were like, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
literally like, I think I'm gonna cry right now.
No,
I don't
dude, I
know.
got teary eyed a couple times.
Yeah, it just was exciting. Like all the effort we put in the last few months, like getting everything together, and then to see her like be all excited about it, just
Yeah.
felt good.
Mhm.
It was fun watching her open presents too. Usually, I hate watching people open presents
Yeah.
at baby showers, but for some reason, I think it was because I was hella into the bingo. But I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, oh my god! But I won.
You
so I was
won,
like,
yeah, little $10.
And I could tell
Starbucks gift
people
card.
were mad too because when I said bingo, like the girl next to me was like,
You're like, fuck. Yeah, no, she was really trying.
That's so funny.
And it's like the gifts weren't even crazy, but it's like everyone
I
wants
was
some
still
free,
like, ah.
yeah, free shit. Yeah, but
You hella helped me write down the stuff too, didn't you?
yeah, I was like trying to
Yeah.
come up with things. I didn't even
Yeah.
know how to play it until you explained it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was cute.
But I made my mom like announce everything because I'm like, I'm not going in front of the whole crowd and going like, hey, time for games. Like,
Yeah.
it's so embarrassing.
She killed it.
Who's gonna MC
Yeah.
yours?
I don't really know.
MC.
MC it.
We're saying my mom, but I don't know. Maybe my uncle or something. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited
don't, like,
for
I don't
yours.
want to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited too. But
Be bougie.
Yeah.
I started crying.
Why?
2 nights ago, because I was just so stressed out about it. It's
Mhm.
like I was just like, there's so much shit to get still, and I haven't ordered shit, and even though I've done so much already, there's still so much to go. So I'm just like, and then Eddie was sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, what are you stressed out about? And I was like, I'm planning this whole thing. But it's
Yeah,
okay.
no,
That's a
dude,
lot.
I wanted to cry and it wasn't even my baby
Yeah.
shower. Just so stressful trying to get everything done and
And then I'm just such a people pleaser too that I'm like, everybody's gonna see this, and you know, this could be like in their minds forever. Like, oh, remember
Yeah.
Bella's baby shower.
Yeah.
no. All the effort and everything. I don't know. It's like I've never been to fancy baby showers, so you know, the baby showers I went to growing up were like ones where you scoop the cotton balls into the thing. Did you guys ever do that?
Dude, I've been to like one other baby shower.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been maybe like
so
2.
many where it was like just cheap dollar store shit, and like you're just like scooping. I don't know, it's a game where you like are blindfolded and you try to scoop the cotton balls into the bowl, and whoever gets the most, whatever. But like that's like the type of baby showers I went to, so I'm sure this shit's gonna be crazy. But
And then I was just like nervous about like my registry too, like putting on the invitations and stuff. But people already started buying shit, so I was like, oh,
Really?
shit, yeah. And then Eddie's mom bought me like this hella nice rocker that was like $900.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
I know.
a rocker.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Like,
fancy.
I'm bougie.
I know. I'm doing crazy shit. I already know, dude.
Yeah.
We've been feeling baby fever badly,
I,
so badly lately, and it's
But I
just
feel like
because
that's
everybody's
all we've
pregnant.
been talking about because of
Yeah.
Megan too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know everybody's having babies.
yeah.
And
But,
then seeing Crystal's baby is so cute. I'm just
So
like,
cute.
God
Dude, it was
damn
hella funny. We put him like in the ball pit,
Mhm.
and he was just like,
he's like, "What's happening?"
he was like, I don't know what this is.
He's like, I
Yeah.
don't know, who do you think you are?
Yeah. No, my
Get
mom
me
was
out of
like,
the ball pit.
yeah. My mom was saying how he's so well behaved. I'm like, I'm telling you, like,
is.
that's
He was
like
so
the-
quiet,
dude,
like,
best baby I've ever been around. Just so
Just
chill.
happy.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like,
he like
doesn't-
didn't even cry once. I was
he
like,
only
"Oh,
cried
God."
when I held him.
Oh, really?
But no, it's because Crystal walked away with you to take or
Uh-huh.
walk you outside or something, and then he started going like,
He's like,
Uh,
mommy.
and then he goes, and just starts doing the lip, and I'm like, no, don't. I pick him up. I'm like, come on.
And I was telling Crystal he has like those sad eyes. Like
He
he has
does.
like the Tim Burton eyes. where
Yeah,
you're
they're
just
all
like,
dark and just
yeah, I'm
sad.
like I could see into your soul right
Yeah.
now. Like
He went,
yeah.
it was so cute.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a good time. And then but dude, I feel like burnt out. Like we've been doing so much shit since the convention, before the convention, and then planning the baby shower, and I feel like I hadn't had a day off. And then I was supposed to tattoo my sister the day after the baby shower, and I was like, I ended up having to
No
go to therapy,
way.
and so we didn't
Yeah.
do it. But I was like, I just need a day off to do nothing.
Yeah.
And then we're recording on days off. Like
Mhm.
I haven't
Yeah.
been able to just chill.
Literally working 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's so tiring.
I
And
love
then-
it and hate it.
Yeah, I like being
Yeah.
busy, but I don't like just I don't know. I like sitting at home, but I don't like sitting at home. I like being busy,
'cause-
but I don't like
yeah,
being busy.
relaxing makes me feel like I'm being lazy, and
Yeah.
that's not good. But
Yeah, we have issues with
yeah,
that.
but I love being busy and
yeah,
doing shit. But
yeah.
sometimes
Even
you
like
need
the
to.
day of the baby shower, I don't even think I barely worked that week, but I was so exhausted for some reason, and I was like, "What the
Mhm.
fuck?" Like, and then for some reason the drive has been feeling so long, even though it's like literally like 25 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh my god!" Like,
yeah, yeah. No, 25 minutes is a long drive to me.
yeah.
Like my little
Especially- yeah.
15-minute bullet.
No, especially like at the end of the day when you're tired, and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, I want to be home."
yeah,
Yeah.
home so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my little 15-minute drive. I'm like, fuck this. I need to move closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. But what do we want to get into today?
Well, do you have a Halloween story?
I did. Sorry.
Let's get in the spirit.
No, I don't have
spooky
any like
vibes.
crazy. I don't even have any like. I was trying to think of like a ghost story. I'm like, I don't really have any, but I do have this one story. I don't even know if it's gonna be funny, but but one year I think I was like 18, and I went to a house party with my sister, and there was a autistic boy there, and he was cute. He was really cute, and he took a liking to me. I was just being friendly, like whatever. And but he, I guess, like made out with some girl in the bathroom, and then he felt so bad that he did that. He felt like he was like cheating on me or something. And I had only talked to him for like a second.
Oh shit!
And he started like full on crying when the girl the girl was making out with him, and she was my sister's friend. And then she comes out, she's like, he's crying in there. And we're like, what? Like he's crying, like he feels guilty, and he came and apologized to me and shit. Like just saying like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But then
it's all good.
I don't know. It's not even a long story, but then he had walked by, and there was a guy there, and he had said like, I don't know, he was with a girl, and the girl was like, hey, he thinks you're hot, blah blah blah. Like, can he touch your boobs? And I was like, yeah. I was just drunk, and I let him like just grab my boobs, and the guy walked by. And then just had a freak out. Like his brother was there with him too, and he's like, I don't know why he's freaking out, blah blah. But it's because he saw the guy grab my tits.
Oh my
And
god!
yeah, he just had like a full freak out. He's calling his brother. He's like, I'm leaving. I want to go home. And I was like,
oh shit!
ooh.
No.
This
Yeah.
isn't funny. This is uncomfortable.
No, yeah, it's uncomfortable. He was dressed as Indiana Jones. But-
You were a
Indiana
pirate.
Jones.
I was a pirate. Yeah, do you remember? You were there,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, Jessa was.
I was fucking busy
Black.
dealing with my ex.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was on drugs there,
yeah.
except me. 'Cause I'm a good
And me.
person.
I don't
Yeah,
do drugs, but I
I
was
was
blacked out.
yeah, super drunk. I was so
Yeah.
drunk, and when I'm drunk, I'm just like hello everyone. on?
Like, touch my boobs.
Yeah. See, like, I did that shit, and I'm like, oh, God, so embarrassing. But no. In my head, that was a lot funnier, but...
Well, in the moment.
In the moment, it was like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
happening? And everybody was on Molly there, and it was just weird. Everyone was touching.
Dude, yeah. And
That's
that's
why
like,
everyone was feeling sexual.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Yeah,
bitch was
yeah,
probably
exactly.
off Molly too.
Yeah, probably. Shit, maybe that was it. Maybe
And
it wasn't autistic.
what were, I don't even know, but like the guys were like,
My brother
Say
and her
like,
ex
crush-
were there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
They were like crushing up pills and snorting it.
Yeah, they were like fucking taking hella pills and shit, and then they just start puking in the parking lot. And like,
And I was
Oh my
like,
God, you guys were like fucking crackheads.
dude, but I was like not exposed to that type of shit. So
Yeah.
I was just like watching them like,
you're like, what the
this,
fuck is happening?
okay.
Mom.
Like, this is
Mom,
normal.
come pick me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
was just like, damn. Like,
Yeah, it was
that's not my vibe. I don't
Yeah.
I feel like all throughout high school, like I didn't really go. Like I feel like every year for Halloween, like something happened, and I like had to stay home for some reason.
Yeah.
But like I remember, I think it was freshman year, and freshman year was like the most wild to me. Like I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but like freshman year, I was like fucking.
What'd you do?
I was just
Tell us.
partying like all the time. But like me and my sister and like a couple of my friends, we went to this Halloween party, and it was like in the middle of the fucking country, like in the
Mhm.
middle of nowhere.
Just creepy.
It's just creepy. But we pull up and there's like fucking hundreds of people there, like it's like popping and shit. And then my sister just gets like, this was like our first like I think big party that we went to, you know what I mean? And I remember Gabby just getting so drunk. Like I've never seen her that drunk before. But she was just like talking to all the dudes. So she like, you know, she never
Yeah.
does that shit before. But anyways, when we left the party, like I had a few girls like in my trunk. And then like a few in the back
Actually,
seat.
what the fuck?
Yeah, like
In the
we were all just trying to like fit in the car.
Yeah.
But
my
like I
God.
guess the party got like blocked off by the cops like trying to get out. But
Yeah.
since it was like in the country, it was just like one road like in and out.
Mhm.
And then I have spider webs on me. But when we were leaving, they like stopped us and like I'm like, fuck, I have girls in my trunk. Like what
Oh
if
my
they
God.
like no, you know? So I started freaking out because I'm driving. And then I'm talking to the cop, and you just hear the girls in the backseat like banging on the things like,
And you're all.
let us out, let us out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, oh my God, like shut the fuck up. But for some reason, I think he was just like oblivious to it
Yeah.
or thought it was like
He
somewhere
said, I'm not
else.
dealing with that shit right
Yeah,
now.
and I'm
It's
just like in my like little like 99 Beamer or whatever,
Yeah.
just like in my car's hella ghetto anyways, and I'm just like, bruh, like what if he searches me or something?
Yeah.
Oh my
And he's
God.
like, you guys
He's like-
really do smell like marijuana, and I'm like, I wasn't doing nothing,
Yeah.
but
Like, that's
they're
weird.
still that's weird.
Yeah.
They're still in the back like, let me out, let me out.
Dumb
And I just like
bitches.
literally had a heart attack. But he was like, okay, you guys are all good.
What?
And I was just like, and I pulled over and I fucking opened the trunk and I was like, you stupid ass fucking
Yeah.
bitches. Like I literally wanted to like slap the fuck out of them.
Oh my God, dude.
Damn.
After that, I was like, I'm never going
Just
out
dead
here.
bodies
Yeah.
in there. They died from
Yeah.
fucking.
They're
I was
suffocating.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can they not breathe or
Yeah.
something? I was actually like hella concerned.
Dude,
but-
those Beamers, they're like the trunks are hella solid. Like that.
Yeah.
Those cars are like solid. as
Solid,
fuck.
yeah.
So, like,
There's like no cushion in there.
Heavy
Yeah.
ass, heavy ass trunk.
But yeah.
Dude, nothing like. I'm used to dressing up like, you know, all sexy every year. And then when we all went out for Halloween last year, it just like humbled me. Because I went as Nacho Libre and all you guys were dressed all sexy and cute. And I was just like in there, like my hair was pinned up. I had a mustache and like, it just looked
that
like,
shit was so funny. Though.
it was funny, but it's like, oh, I feel so ugly. I don't like it. Like,
No, but I think like people that recognized you were like laughing. They got it. It
Yeah.
was hella funny.
but then you're walking through and I'm like, I look like a
You're
guy.
like, why is she
Yeah.
with them?
Yeah.
That shit had me hella dead.
And then they were going, Chucky. People were grabbing
Oh my
Bella going,
God.
Chucky, because she was dressed as Chucky.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude, they were fucked.
Shit
up.
was so funny.
That was
We
so
actually
funny.
had a hella good night that night.
We
though.
did.
That
We
was
all
fun.
got fucked up.
Like I remember I had hella fun.
Yeah. Gabby got fucked up.
Yeah.
Is that
I
one?
rem-
Go
wait,
ahead, go
I
ahead.
remember just like being like walking in, and it felt like damn near like a fucking movie. Like everybody was looking
Yeah.
at us,
And
I
I
was
was
just like, and I was like, oh shit! And it was just like from there, like we were just taking hella shots.
Yeah, they really wanted to get us in there, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not me, because I was clearly dressed like that. But
but they were like, come on.
but they literally cut the line off like right after us. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you guys can go through, and then nobody else after
Yeah,
this. And,
nobody
like,
else.
Yeah.
we went to Powerhouse in Folsom. If you guys have been there, it's hella fun. But yeah, packed on Halloween, and then I don't know. It was a good
Yeah.
time though. We all got super super drunk. Gabby went back that night. Was sick. Yeah, that was
Oh,
the night
yeah.
you pissed your pants.
Yeah.
Pissy girl.
Yeah, because I had to go. I had to go so bad. And then our friend's boyfriend was driving us back to their apartment, and he would not stop to pull over and like let me pee. So I was like, and I'm sitting in their kid's car seat because we're all shoved into their car. So I'm like sitting in his kid's car seat, like hunched over, like I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm gonna pee my pants.
We're like, just stop. And he's like, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Dude, I was like, I'll just pee anywhere. Literally, please pull over and I'll pee on the fucking side of the road. I don't care. I'm gonna piss on your kid's car seat right now. And then he just,
I remember being so drunk, just like,
Like,
just
And
hearing
I
it.
was like the sober one, like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like calling the lift and shit.
yeah. And then it started to come, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta go. And then as soon as he parked, I fucking ran into the bushes, and yeah.
And you guys all peed there.
Yeah. I was
Just all
peeing next to
pee.
Gabby, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, Gabby.
And that's
I
some
peed
shit
myself.
that shit would never do. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, when you're sober, dude. Have you peed like outside when you're hella drunk before too?
I've peed outside sober.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
You're different. Yeah, I got so drunk one time. I was at the London with Stacia and them, and I had work the next day, and I was like, I'll just stop by. I think it was like for her birthday or someone's birthday, and they had a booth, and I was like, I'll just have the champagne, the complimentary champagne they have at the booth, and then they're like,
The cheapest shit.
yeah, and then they all go, no, you're taking shots, and of course it's Hennessy, which fucking
Oh my
makes me
God.
sick to my stomach, but they forced me to drink. They forced me. I couldn't say no. And
Yeah.
I got absolutely blacked out, and I go outside at the club, and I'm like, I'm just gonna call a lift. Well, no lift is coming to get me. I'm out there for how long? My feet are hurting in my heels. I'm like, whatever. I'm downtown. I'm just gonna walk home. Just fuck it. So I take my shoes off and I start walking. And I'm already bad with direction in general, but then when I was drunk too, like just so drunk, it was so bad. Like I was looking at my maps, but to me it was going like this because I was just hella drunk.
And sometimes the GPS just bounces around.
It
so, like,
does.
yeah.
And so I'd walk hella far one way, and then it'd be like, go this way. And then it just, dude, I was walking for like almost an hour, I felt like. And the walk home was only like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh.
And eventually, I like had to stop, and I basically just peed. I just opened my legs and peed all over the sidewalk
Bitch.
because I was like, I'm gonna be myself. Like, I don't know what to do. And then it took me, I just remember seeing like a creepy ass park and like woods and shit, and I said, I'm not going through there. Like, I'm not dying. Even blacked out, I was like, nope. And I went around the other way. I was like, not doing that shit.
Oh my God.
And so I walk the other way, and eventually I just stop and I start crying. Like, I just want to be home. And the lift, I keep doing the lift over and over, and it's just nobody's coming. 'Cause it's like 2 a.m.
Oh my
And
God.
I just sit down and I start crying, and some homeless dudes walk by, and they're like, they're on their bikes and shit. They're like, are you okay? And I was like,
Oh my
you're like,
God,
don't talk
Charlie.
to me. And then I hear my phone go bing, and the lift literally pulls up like right after that. And I was like, thank God, dude. I mean, I don't know if they were gonna fucking do something, or they were trying to help me, but I was just
awkward, yeah.
bawling.
Oh
And then I
my
finally get
God.
home. I smell like piss in the guy's car. I'm like,
Oh.
sorry, I'm crying in the backseat.
Oh my God.
I remember like during COVID, I was in the city and I had to pee so bad, but this is when like nothing was open, like no bathrooms or nothing. And I was like panicking. And finally, I was with Eddie too. I was like, let me out of the fucking car. I literally got out on the sidewalk and peed right there.
Fuck.
And
Just full-on.
you know, it's the city. There's hella people
Yeah.
around and shit. And I was just like,
You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I had to pee so bad. I probably tried to go in like at least like 15 different places. And I was just like,
That's so
I can't
fucked.
even like walk anymore. Like,
Dude.
They weren't letting no one do shit during
Yeah.
COVID. They weren't letting no one do shit.
Goddamn.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bella sees them.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'll just go like, Jesus. Like, if I feel like some type of creepy,
I
whatever, I'll start praying.
When I was little and I used to tell my grandpa about like the stuff I'd see, he'd like tell me a little chant to say. So now even if I'm like a little bit scared in bed, I'll just start like saying
What
it.
was
like,
it?
He's just like,
That's embarrassing.
I don't even want to like say it because
Yeah.
it's just like sounds hella fucking Catholic, but but I'll just be like, I rebuke you in the name.
Oh
of
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mom does that shit.
Yeah. But I'll just be like sitting there like whispering it over and over again. And like after that, I'll feel like way more safe. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But
If I get like a weird feeling at night, to this day, I'll just put my blanket over my head and like, no, like you can't get me if I'm under my
See,
blanket.
Oh my God.
I'm the opposite because I'm like, I'm gonna look at you dead in the face.
Oh
like,
no, you're
yeah.
different.
It's like in my
You're
room,
different.
I think I was talking about this before. There's like 2 mirrors that cross each other.
Oh no, that's not good.
And I know,
Portal.
and I could see it like when I'm laying in bed, and like it'll be in the middle of the night sometimes, and I'm like, no, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna look
Here, I'll
straight
tell-
at you. Like, it's
Like,
fucking
I'm
come
fucking-
at me, bitch.
Like, come on, bitch.
Like, I'm
That's
not the
funny
type
as
that's like, oh no, don't look at it. Like,
No,
yeah,
dude,
like
you have
something in
to
my
act-
brain is
yeah.
like, look at it, look
Yeah.
at it. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
Don't want to know
god.
that you're scared.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about like, or okay, I used to do that in our old apartment. Like, if I thought somebody was in there, I'd be like, "What's up?" Like, I would, dude, I'm like, "What's that?" And I just start running. I just start running full force.
The neighbors downstairs are like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
This one time, I swear, I thought I heard the front door open, like the swish at the bottom, and I didn't see no one. I didn't hear footsteps, but I just heard the like, shh, and I was like, "Someone's in here." And I didn't grab a knife, didn't grab anything else. I just stood up and I'm like, "Who's there?" Like, they're trying to talk in a deep voice, like they don't fucking know.
Dude,
And I
that's
just start
hell.
running full force at the thing, and I like open the closet door, and I'm like, like my fist up, like I'm gonna fucking
You're probably
kill-
like shaking.
dude, yeah.
Hella like anticipation.
And I'm like running through. I'm like, "What's up?" Like, dude, yeah. So I do some shit like that. Just
Yeah.
fucking stupid though. Like, why didn't I grab a knife?
Oh my god.
But the only like time I ever felt like creeped out in a place was when we lived in this old condo with her and her ex, and I swear I would hear them come home, like cabinets opening and closing and shit, and like it would sound like somebody's in the living room, and then I go out there and nobody's there. But it wasn't like hella bad or anything. Like
Mhm.
it was like slamming or whatever. But I would just swear it might have been the neighbors or whatever, but it sounded like it was coming from the living room.
yeah.
And you used to get like sleep paralysis in that place
yeah,
too.
I did, yeah,
Yeah.
a couple times.
So I feel like that's some
I know, that's weird. I usually don't like really think about those types of things, but yeah, like, or I'm not like scared of ghosts, but yeah, the sleep paralysis was weird, and I was like, oh my god. And I just was like, I can't let it know that I'm scared, so I was like, I
Yeah.
got angry, so I was like, I'm fucking, like,
Fuck
I'm
you.
fucking, yeah.
Mhm.
And then I was just like, I mean, I was paralyzed. I was just like,
Dude, can you imagine like growing up in the 80s and shit where all the like the 70s and 80s where all the like serial killers and shit like were on the loose and everything? That shit is crazy to me. Imagine like being in fear all the time that like somebody could just walk through and kill you and
I
like
mean, I am in constant
I mean,
fear.
I am in fear. But not like that. That was different. Like you're not getting caught if you're killing somebody back then.
Yeah, like they
Yeah, it's
didn't really
different.
catch the
Yeah.
killers like that.
That's why that generation's all fucked.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm a firm believer, like with spirits and stuff, that it's really just like the environment that
Yeah.
you're in. Because I feel like I've moved into so many places that, like, I've felt the energy in so many houses. Like, I've lived in like 10 different houses, so
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I know, like, as soon as I'm like in there,
Mhm.
you know. But I feel like when I was little, like, I was just in like multiple houses that I just like knew every
Yeah.
single time, like, there's something here. Especially like my grandma's house growing up, like, it was just so strong.
Would things happen or it was just a feeling?
No, like, things would happen and it would like scare the fuck out of me. Like, I would be so terrified because like I feel like now like I've overcome it and been like, I'm not scared of you, like,
Yeah.
show yourself type of thing. But when you're little, you're just like, oh my god, like, it's gonna
Yeah.
fucking like, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
We had that, or like we had family friends that like we went and everybody went in a circle in their apartment because they were having weird shit happen where they would see like people walk by and like cabinets slamming and everything, and we all went over there and just prayed over the whole place. And then I'm pretty sure after that they didn't have like issues. Like my mom was doing like, I rebuke you,
Mhm.
like, you know, God cover this house, blah blah, like in the
Yeah.
blood, like all the
Yeah.
shit. And they didn't have issues after that. It is the energy I feel like
Yeah.
that you give it.
And I was like talking to my nail tech about it the other day because I feel like now that I'm pregnant, I've been feeling like those senses again. And I'm just like, is it because like I'm like with child? You know what I
Dude, no,
mean?
that is
Yeah.
common that women become like, I don't know, you're
Yeah.
more in touch with certain things.
more in touch
Yeah.
and stuff. And like she was saying that she always seen stuff growing up and like now her baby's seeing stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Whoa.
damn, like
Dude,
what
no,
if like that happens?
Did you ever watch that thing on Netflix, like Life After Death or something like that? It's like people who have near death experiences and shit, and it's crazy. Like they talk about all that shit about
Yeah.
how like I don't know, like this one girl was pregnant her whole pregnancy. She was telling her doctor and her husband like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And then she was telling like her doctor like, this is what's gonna happen, blah blah blah, and that shit happened.
Oh yeah,
Like
because she was having visions of
she
it.
was having visions,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
and
that's
she would
so
see blood
crazy.
pouring out of like fountains and shit, and like just
Yeah.
crazy
oh my
shit.
God.
And they
yeah.
didn't-
'Cause
yeah.
even my dreams have been crazy. Like I feel like you can really see like more stuff than before because you're more in touch.
Mhm.
Everyone, that is common though. Like pregnant people have pregnancy dreams or whatever. That are
Mhm.
like Megan was telling me that too. That her dreams are kind of just insane.
Super vivid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super vivid. Like I damn near feel like a fucking psychic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But like my great grandma, like she was actually psychic, like dead ass. So it's like I don't know if I like.
I'm
got some
sure.
of that
Yeah,
shit,
you have
but-
some. Yeah.
But yeah,
That shit's
growing up,
crazy.
I feel like I seen spirits all the time, and now it's like coming back to me. And I never felt weird about the house I'm in now, but like lately, I've been like seeing stuff like, and it's not like straightforward how it used to
Mhm.
be when I was little. Like it would just like appear, but
Mhm.
it's more like in the corner of my eye, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, am I
Something's
tripping?
there, and
or,
energy's
like,
there.
Yeah,
That would creep me the fuck out.
yeah.
I can't be open to that shit. Like myself, like I would just no.
And they say like once you're open to it, it's like you invite them in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and you're older now too. You can understand it better, and
Yeah.
like it might not be as scary. I don't know, but
but when I was little, I had like one experience that like changed my life forever, and I
What?
was like, spirits are real.
Yeah.
Like I went crazy, and that's literally how I started like drawing. Pretty much is after I call it like a him because I feel like it was like a masculine figure, but this was like at my grandpa's house when I was little, my grandma, the house I was talking about, and like we pretty much lived there, so it was like I felt very like in tune with the energy there, you know what I mean? And I felt super weird vibes about it there, but like one night I like got up and I was probably like 6 or 7. I was like young, maybe like even 5. But I get like the chills even talking about it. But I get up in the middle of the night and I hear something whispering to me, like, come here, come here.
no.
And I'm just like, and the house there is completely dark. Like, it's just like pitch black. My parents are like not there because we're
Eyes are
spending the
watering.
night. You know what I mean? And I'm just like sleeping with Gabby. And for some reason, she's like in such a deep sleep. Like, there's no way of waking her up. And I'm like, get up, get up. And she will not get up. And I'm just like, what the heck? So I'm like looking around. And you know when like the vibe seems weird? It almost seems like it's like smoky or like a dream or something.
Yeah.
But it was not a dream. So I like get up. I remember like the floor even being cold, even though it was like carpet. Like I walk into the hallway
Oh my god.
and it's like a long hallway, just like you could see throughout the whole house, like the kitchen. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those type of setups. And I like look down and I turn into the kitchen and there's just like this huge, like, I don't even like talking about
Dude,
him, but
this
Oh
shit,
my
my
God.
eyes are watering. Like I'm scared.
like there's this huge like black figure that doesn't have a face, but he has like hands and everything, and he's just like growing bigger and bigger, so
Dude.
he's just like towering like up to the ceiling. And I just remember being like, ah, like
Dude.
screaming. And then all of a sudden, like my grandpa like runs out of his room like, what, but it's just like everything just disappeared, like the whole
yeah,
vibe, like
it
Oh
felt
my
like it went
God.
normal.
yeah, it just like the temperature went back to normal. It was just like I remember being so like shooken up and cold and like just like what the fuck, like literally felt like I was in like a different like
Mhm.
realm, like I wasn't
Yeah.
even in the same reality, you know. And then I like literally went crazy about it because I started like drawing him every day,
Yeah.
and like I wasn't like possessed.
You might have been in
but-
some kind of like sleep thing, like where you were kind of on both.
yeah,
Because I
like-
believe in all that shit,
yeah,
like
but-
the realms and different.
but I wouldn't say it was a dream because it was so real. You
Yeah.
know? Like it
But you
was
might
just,
have
like,
been like half awake, half asleep,
Yeah.
where it was like a
where
fog.
you could like see the
Yeah.
other side or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was just like his characteristics and like the way I remember it. Like you don't remember something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
It's
you
just,
remember
like,
it vividly to this day.
like
too.
vividly, like the way he like moved his fingers. and,
Yeah.
like, everything. It was just
You
like
the way you said the floor was cold. Like the fact that
Yeah.
you remember that is crazy.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
just like what the fuck. And it's weird because at the same house, my brother would say that a man in black would be staring at him through the vent, like in the
Oh
vents.
my god, no.
The
Nope.
vents were like on top of the wall, like
Nope.
where you would sleep, you could see the vent. And he'd be like, he looks at me at night, and I'd always be like, don't
And he wasn't
tell me
fucking with
that.
you?
He
Yeah,
was like-
yeah. Like back then, I never seen him in the vents,
Yeah.
but after that, I was just
You were
like-
scared of that. I went looking
Oh,
up. Yeah.
hell
Yeah, I
no.
was just like, I
Vents
kept
in
telling-
general are creepy.
I kept telling my dad like the man in the vents is real, like he's here, like I seen him, you know, and like then
Oh
I
my
started
God,
drawing
dude.
him, and then like I remember my grandma would like grab the papers, like, what is she doing? Like she's going crazy, like she's like drawing this
Dude.
man, and my grandpa was like, she's seen him that night, you know, like she's not crazy.
I would move the fuck out of there. I
Yeah.
would believe my child immediately and like move out.
And it's weird because like it's on like a super old street in Fairfield, so like the houses were built super long ago.
Yeah.
And it's like the
That
house
makes
is
sense.
literally like made out of bricks and shit like that. And like I know they say like houses in Mexico, they hold more spirits because of the bricks.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. Like I don't
Just
know.
A saying.
Yeah, but
So creepy. I can't.
yeah, but a few years later, like we all, you know, moved and everything, and then another little Mexican family moved in. So I'm like, and I pass it because my grandparents live down the street still.
Yeah.
So every time I pass it, I just
You're
get
like,
like this
"Ugh."
feeling, like
Stupid.
it's like in my gut, like, oh my God, like he's in there,
Dude.
you know?
Dude.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
And it's weird because I met a girl like a few years ago, and I never like talked to anybody about that before because it was just like uncomfortable and
Mhm.
weird. But she was like telling me about how she's seen spirits and she's seen like this tall black man. And then like she started like describing him and like describing how he grew and like all this shit. And I was just like, bro,
Dude.
stop. Because
I can't.
Oh my god.
My eyes water
that's
when I hear ghost
crazy.
stories and shit. Like my eyes start watering.
Yeah.
I get so much anxiety.
yeah, I was like, we literally seen like the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if it's like, and then the only way I could describe him is like he kind of like resembles like Slenderman in a way. So you know how like it's like the big black, like, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, dude, like, what if it's like a spirit that like haunts like little girls or like, you know, or
Yeah.
little kids, like in general? I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? But I'm
That's
always
crazy.
scared I'm gonna see him again. Like, I just would never want to encounter him because
Yeah.
he wasn't like, I think spirits are like either, you know, good or like more
Mhm.
like devil, and I think he was definitely like not good.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
What do you
just
think
his vibes.
happens? What do you think that is? Like, what do you think happens after people die? I feel like them getting trapped there is hell. Like getting trapped on Earth halfway,
Yeah.
that's like hell to me.
Yeah.
Or like hell. It's, I don't know. It's not like really real, but it's like their spirit not being able to pass on
yeah.
and like start over or something. But I don't know. If you watch that documentary, if any of you guys watch it, it's like insane. It makes me think like, well, I you know, I don't want to die. I don't want to die and not feel like I fulfilled my potential in
Mhm.
life and like I had like so much more. Like to die right now, I'd be so, you know, I'd be so upset. We all would, but but like to not get to like live out the life you wanted to live.
Yeah,
or,
I mean that's like the scariest thing. It's like unfulfilled potential, and
But
then
I
but you
also-
wouldn't. I don't know. It's like it's so hard to think about because part of me it's like, well, you wouldn't know because you'd be dead, but then the other
Yeah.
part is like, well, what if you do? And then like, yeah,
yeah, and
because
you-
I don't think that it just ends. I don't think that
Mhm.
we just end when we die. So it's
No.
like it's not that, but
No, I think we're like energy. We're like literally just like a ball of energy, and everybody goes into like one together, and like you're just there. And but
Yeah.
I think, you know, from all the things I've heard from people that have had near death experiences, they all talk about how they were just so unbelievably happy. Like they felt so happy and
Mhm.
warm and safe, and like they were with all their family, and like I don't know, just so crazy.
And in that show or whatever documentary, multiple different people talked about the same place that they went to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like they didn't know each other. There's no connection
Yeah.
between these people, but they both described like the same place. It's like this place was like hell flowers and like
Yeah, or like warm light. I
Yeah.
went into like a warm light, and like it was so
Yeah.
colorful, colors I'd never even seen before.
yeah,
Like type
that's
of
fucking
shit.
wild.
Yeah.
Dude, we were trying to think about that. Like try to think of a color you've never seen before.
Yeah.
It's literally
Dude,
impossible.
just like,
impossible.
yeah. Like how is that possible?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
But I don't know, like that's how I view it. And so like, but maybe also because I haven't had a big death in my life that I don't think you know, like it is sad, but then I'm also like, well, they are free and safe, and like
Mhm.
I don't know, just like free
Yeah.
from the world's like the pain of the world and everything.
Yeah.
But
I think the pain of the world is
it's
like,
hell, almost like
it's the closest thing to hell. So it's
Yeah.
like
feeling the
yeah.
emotions and everything of life, and
Yeah.
like day in and day out. And
hmm But since my dad passed, like I've had dreams of him where he's like visited me and like in different like forms too, or like periods throughout his life that I remember him being like. He would come to me in like different versions, like when he was really healthy and like running a lot, and so he would come to me as like this my healthy like happy dad, or like I would see I don't know, or like him being really young, like I would see him like that. So I don't know,
yeah,
but I wouldn't have that before he passed. So
and you feel like happy. Yeah, we've talked about this,
Yeah.
but you feel more like happy.
yeah, so I'm
With it
like,
all.
yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I mean, I think he's good.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I feel like, I think like the afterlife is like way more complex than like we
We can even comprehend.
Yeah, we can even comprehend. And I think like growing up, we're like raised to believe just like in heaven and hell. And like I do believe in that, but I think it's like again way more complex than that.
Mhm.
Like how
Mhm.
you were saying, like
Yeah.
some people are stuck, and I think a lot of spirits are still like here until they want to transfer on until somewhere else,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean.
yeah,
And I think that there's also like different levels of hell. You know, like
yeah.
I
didn't
think that
about
there's spots in there for like people that are like really fucked, like
Yeah.
you know, and then other spots where it's like, you know, you did do shitty shit, but
Yeah, yeah. Have you? And then like there's like also that like theory that like you basically sign like a soul contract when you come here, and like like when you're gonna die, the struggles you're gonna have, the horrible things you're gonna go through, but like you choose to be a person and like and experience that and everything.
Yeah,
Do you
I've
think
heard
it,
of like that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy to think about. And like Shine and I just read this little book. It's kind of like almost like a child book, but it's I don't know. It's written very simply so like everyone can understand it,
Yeah.
But I forget what it's called. It's like this Soul in the Sun or something like that, where everybody. It's like it just explains how everybody is this little light, pure little light, and one light wants to experience what it is to be itself. And so it's like a weird concept that they're trying to figure out. And then like the one light wants to be forgiveness. So he wants to come to earth and be forgiving. And but God was telling him, well, there's a problem because you have no one to forgive. So how can you do this or whatever? And then another little soul comes and says, I'll give you something to forgive. So I'll be very, very bad and like don't hate me for it.
Wow.
Just know that I'm doing this for you so that you can experience forgiveness. So he's like, so forgive me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
I
so
know-
then,
wow.
so they go to earth and then they get to experience it. But it's like, so when you look at people, just know that they're all little spirits, little lights. And it's like, even the
Learning
bad
their own
ones just have to,
Yeah.
lessons.
Wow, that's just insane.
The book does it way better than what I just said. But
No,
But like I
it's
get
so
what
cool,
you're putting down, and I do believe like in reincarnation and stuff. Like that's why when I look at animals or like even
It's a life.
butterflies and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I'm just like, what if when we pass on, like we're given the choice to like come back as something like that, just to experience life in a different way,
Yeah.
or like maybe God wants us to learn a lesson in a different way, like
Yeah.
how you were saying, like dogs, like how they don't have a voice or anything like that, like what lesson are they having to learn? You know what I mean?
Wow, I
That's
never thought of
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I seen this video on TikTok the other day, and this girl was talking to her dog, and she was like, "Were you a human before?" And the dog was like got all excited, like, "Yeah." She was like, "You were human." And the dog was like, yes. Like, and I was just like, what the heck? Like, what if,
man.
like, really they were? Or, like,
Yeah.
some of them have been human and some of them haven't because they haven't gone to, like, that
Did you ever see the movie
level.
Fluke?
No.
Well, it was like a guy who he died, and he had like a kids and a wife, and he was reincarnated as a puppy. And he was
really?
like going through his life. He was with like a homeless person and stuff, and then he found his way back to his
Wait,
family.
This came out when we were, like, little. Okay,
Yeah.
I've watched it.
Yeah. And he came back, and then he was like trying to connect with his family, and they just, think he's a fucking dog.
They
Damn.
just think
Yeah.
he's like, no, I'm your
And
dad.
then you're just like crying, like, no, it's him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so good, but that shit is crazy. I don't know, like, there's so many like theories too. So sometimes like I'll be pulled this way or be pulled that way. Like,
Yeah.
but we all grew up pretty religious, right? Like,
Yeah.
you were really Catholic, you were Mormon,
Mormon,
I was
yeah.
Christian. Like,
Yeah.
really, like, yeah, it's so weird how like people find each other like that. Like, we all
Mhm.
in ways grew up similar
Yeah.
to each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah. And then I feel like also like when people close to you like pass away and stuff too, you think of like afterlife completely different.
Yeah.
Like I know you
Mhm.
probably went through like that whole thing with your dad too.
Mhm.
Like, cause when my brother passed, like I never thought about it like a lot before, and now I'm like, well, where'd he go? Type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like, do you feel him here still?
yeah,
even,
and
or-
like that's the thing. Like I feel like I feel him here still, or like I'll feel him in dreams, like in
Mhm.
different phases of his life too, like how you were saying.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, I don't think that they automatically just like pass on and they're just gone.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
can still feel their energy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's like big too.
You
Mhm.
believe in signs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't back before I didn't have anybody close to me pass away though. So like
Mm.
I was always like, yeah, people say they see like
pennies or that
hummingbirds.
remind
Yeah.
like certain things.
or like shit like that. And
Yeah.
especially when I started doing tattoos, like everybody has different signs that they
Yeah.
see. So now I'm like really open to it because
Yeah.
mine was like swallowtail butterflies.
Mm.
And it's weird because like I have this picture of my brother when he was little, and he's like wearing like this little yellow outfit, and he's like in a blue little swing, and like that's the color of like the swallowtails. So it's like it's so weird, and he's like flying in a swing.
Dude, I just got
Yeah.
fucking
You know what I
chills.
mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like butterflies flying like the
Yeah.
same colors, and it's like they always like land on me or like showing
Yeah.
their signs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And then when you first came here, remember you had
Yeah.
that
What
client?
happened?
Well, and then I had that bird like sitting outside on my car every day outside,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was yellow and blue.
Wow.
So it's just like, why is it always yellow and blue?
Yeah.
You know? And then my client got me a gift, and she was like, I don't know why, like, she like sees spirits and stuff too, and she was just like, I feel really connected to the other side, and like, I seen this at the store the other day before my appointment, and for some reason somebody told me like this is meant for you.
Yeah.
Chills.
And it's just like a little like swallowtail butterfly, and I was just
And like glass.
Yeah,
in a
and
glass, yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like I literally like just wanted to
And that was
cry.
like right when you started.
Yeah, that
too.
was like right when I started here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do believe like in signs a
Yeah.
lot more now, because it's like I feel like they've been handed to me like
Yeah.
specifically, you know.
Yeah.
But I do think that like some people see signs and some people don't, you know, or some people have dreams, some people don't. I know I didn't have like a visitation dream for like maybe like a whole year from my brother, and I was like so angry when like people would be like, oh, I had a dream about your brother, or like, you know, like that type of thing, because I'm just like, you're lying.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you know what I mean? But I think it's just like maybe I wasn't ready, or you know, like certain things like that.
Or you were wanting it so much and then it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I would go to bed like, why doesn't he visit me? Like, why does he visit everybody else?
Yeah.
Like,
Did your family have dreams too?
my sister would dream a lot, and like I think my mom has had a few, but I was like definitely upset about it at first.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. I've never, only recently become more of a dreamer. Did you always have a lot of dreams?
You know, when I started smoking weed, they completely stopped. And then I like went on like this whole like sober thing, and I like completely stopped smoking weed, and my dreams were like insane,
Damn.
like so vivid. So like I feel like if you guys feel like you don't dream a lot but you smoke a lot of weed, that's probably the reason why.
Yeah. It's like suppressing it.
Yeah, because you go to bed so high and then you just wake up and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I only, for a long time I didn't think I would dream a lot, and then, or I would just forget them when I woke up and stuff, or I'd wake up in the night, remember, but then by the morning it was gone. And then until I started going to her the last year, she has us like write down our dreams. So if I wake up in the night and I had a dream, I write it down immediately, or in the morning.
Yeah, when you're trying to like pay attention to them.
Yeah.
It's, different. But.
Yeah. But I'll go weeks. Like I haven't had a dream in like a few weeks. Or obviously I know we dream all the time, but
but one that
one I
really
remember.
stands out. Yeah, me too.
And it's crazy what they tell us. Like it's so crazy.
I know, yeah, because she interprets dreams, and I hella believe in that shit too. So I'm just like, whenever I have a dream that really stands out, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta tell Dr. Rhonda.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what does it mean? But yeah, like when I first started going to her, I was dreaming like crazy because I think I was just under more stress and like just a lot of things on my mind. So I was having like vivid dreams like every time I was seeing her, and we were just like working through it and shit. But lately, I haven't had like some crazy dreams.
And I think when you have like a big life change, you dream a lot too, because every time I've like started a new job or like, you know, gone through like rocky stuff in relationships or anything like that, like my dreams are insane.
Yeah.
And I think
Actually,
it's because we're
mine
like
too.
under like so much stress, and like we don't realize how much is bothering
Yeah.
us. But like even when I started here, remember I would dream like I would miss a client or like I'd miss
Yeah.
work and like panic about it and like go on this whole thing of like, oh my god, everybody hates me, and then I wake up like
Like it
you
wasn't
know,
real.
yeah, it wasn't even real.
Yeah. No, I definitely, that makes perfect sense, because during times with like exes and stuff, I would dream a lot, or even when I was like feeling conflicted inside, and I would dream a lot about them or whatever. Like, yeah, that's so crazy. Never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I love that Dr. Rhonda like interprets them and like makes sense of it. And sometimes I'll tell her a dream. She's like, I have no idea what that means. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
like-
idea.
Like certain ones, but it's your subconscious trying to like
Yeah.
sort things out,
and
and it gives you these different stories and pictures to.
Lately, I've been dreaming a lot about my dogs, and I don't know
Really?
why,
Oh.
but but they're like nightmares. Like I
Oh,
keep
no.
dreaming about like Pup, and he's just like I had a dream that he like bit Gabby's foot off, and like her toes were missing, and I was just like, oh my
What
god,
the fuck?
Damn.
Gabby, like. And then I had another dream that he did the same thing to me. Like I don't know why. It's just like my subconscious is like nervous
Oh my
about
God.
him. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
About,
like
around the baby.
Yeah, so it's just a lot.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Puppets.
I know. Have you ever had recurring dreams?
When
Yeah.
I was little, yeah.
What
What was
was-
yours?
Mine was like, for a while I had one, and this was like, okay, wait, I have a couple because when I was a kid, it would always be, like I was trying to run from something and I couldn't run, or like my body was like limp and heavy and I couldn't like run away and my head would be falling back,
Yeah.
or I couldn't open my eyes and something's like about to get me and I
Yeah.
couldn't get away. And then or like I would be fighting and I go to punch and my fist is just weak or something like that. Like
Yeah.
just all those types of things. And then when I started going to therapy, and then we were talking about things, and then I don't know, I feel like something just clicked in me, and then one night I had a dream like that where someone was fighting me and I went to like punch, and like I hit it like a regular punch and it didn't work, and then I was like, okay, I have to do it a different way, and then I like fucking hit from like the side or something and it worked, and then I was like, oh my god, like I did it.
You're
and
like,
then
I defeated it.
and then I didn't have those dreams anymore. And
Yeah.
then there's other ones where like a giant bear was chasing me and like through a city and shit, and
Dude, what
it
the
was just
fuck?
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like mine was like literally the same exact as yours, like always running from something or like feeling super heavy. I would have dreams where like I would be fighting like this one specific girl, and I don't know why it was always her, but like every time I would try and punch her, she would always like win. And like for some reason I was like super thick. Like I don't know if you know the night at the museum or whatever that movie is, you know, like the little like bald head dudes.
Oh,
Like I felt thick like one of those, and I would like try and swing like but I could never get her, you know. But the one where I was like running away from somebody, I was always running through like this hotel, and the only way I could explain the hotel is like American Horror Story, like that hotel, like it seemed like that.
I thought of that when you said that.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and I kept like looking back, and there's just like this huge green like snake goblin thing
Oh my
like
God,
chasing
man.
after me, and I would like be opening doors and like going upstairs like just so out of breath, like I can't, like I can never get away from it.
Dude, what the fuck? You
I
guys have
hate
some
dreams like
insane
that.
dreams. Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a game where you feel like you're in a dream where you feel like you're in a video game?
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
So I used to like, it would be like I was like in Mario Kart, and like everything would be like boxes, and like, you know, you'd press something and be like boom, like, you know.
Dude,
But that was also another
my
very
mom,
one.
I don't know like all the details, and I can't remember, it's been a while, but she was telling me about my sister, my oldest sister, when she was like somewhere between like 5 to 7 or something like that. She was having these crazy nightmares where like people were holding her down, like I want to say like painting her blue or something, and like it was like these like things were visiting her in her dreams, and she started acting really weird, and like the kids would come up to my mom and be like, Rachel's acting weird, like and then like she would talk like just dead face, like I'm not acting weird, I'm being like, dude, like really really creepy. And so my mom was like super freaked out about it. It was when like they had moved to Nevada or whatever, but she had found there was gonna be like a prophet that was coming through and speaking at this church by the house. And so she takes her there, and the guy literally singles them out of the crowd and says
Oh my God.
to my sister, like, you know, something like, I want to say he said something like, you know, they're gonna release you, and like he like prayed over her, and then he looked at my mom and he said something, and my mom started hysterically laughing, like unbelievable, like just like like, and shit, she couldn't help it, like she just was laughing. And then after that, they like completely, like she never had the dreams again, everything went, and like, dude, so creepy, like
That's crazy.
I don't know. And then like, I don't know, religion's kind of weird too, and like having it be a prophet or whatever, I'm like, what does that even mean? Is that just somebody who sees spirits too, or
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I guess so, but I guess like when I think of a prophet, I think of them in like a super like high up type of way, like,
Yeah, like,
they're super advanced
close
in
to
their
God.
craft, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's like they're like also
Yeah.
super close to God, like very like
And
on a
spiritual.
different realm. Yeah. Like
yeah,
they're not even like living real life with us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. I think we're all like more spiritual
yeah.
than religion. I think that's how society's moving towards now, is away from
Yeah.
religion, more towards spirituality. Like
yeah.
there should be a connection to a higher power, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because it grounds you and it keeps you, I don't know, it just keeps you in check morally and everything. But like when you get too far in religion, that's where it gets all fucking weird and like,
Yeah. And then I also don't like the
judgy.
super strict rules, and like
yeah,
I know
like you're going to hell for this.
Yeah, like growing up in a Catholic church, like even banners outside of the church, or
Mhm.
like people protesting, and it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to be a part of that, you know,
Yeah.
because that's not what I believe in. So it's
Yeah.
just like, I think it's sad when a religion gets super strict like that because it's like in reality
You're going
none of
further
us
from God. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're going further from God, and like nobody's perfect. Like, you know damn well, like even the priests and all that shit, like they be
Mhm.
Yeah,
doing the
they were
worst,
fucking, they were doing all the
dirtiest
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
We were doing nasty shit too. Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but do we want to get into some questions?
Yeah,
we
do you
have some
want to
stuff?
see if you have any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys too. Do you guys believe in like what is it called? Like the back walls or whatever? What is it
Oh.
called? Like in malls and stuff, they're called something.
The hell?
So it's
So what
almost
the hell?
it's almost like I guess they say you could like go there in your dreams too,
Yeah.
but it's like everything's different. I don't know if you've seen like the TikToks of it where it's like pictures like who remembers this? And it's
Oh.
like but I
You
don't
mean,
know
like,
what it's called.
Is it Mandela?
Or like the
effect?
hallways. Like they call it like the hallways or something.
I never heard that. But like something where it's like, oh, do you remember this being like this as a child? But really, it was
Yeah, I've
something
heard of
different.
that
That's like
too.
Mandela
Yeah,
effect, I think,
yeah.
or something like that.
And I do believe in that because
Yeah.
do you remember the bears or whatever?
Berenstein Bears.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then like they changed the spelling. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, they definitely did.
There's
change
certain
it.
little
Like,
things,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
It could be tattoo questions. It could be confessions. People don't want to confess their feelings and shit to
I
us,
know.
though.
I don't know.
Somebody asked, "What's your guys' favorite Halloween tradition?"
Candy. Eating candy.
Eating candy.
Yeah. my family didn't do hella crazy shit on Halloween. Like,
Me either. I guess as I got older, like me and my sister, we get super high and like watch like we'll like bake hella cupcakes and shit and watch hella scary movies. And then we always lived in the country, so we never had like people coming to the
Same,
door
yeah.
or anything like that. But now I literally live on like the busiest block in
Yeah.
like my town, so I'm like, we're about to have hella trick or treaters this year.
yeah.
So I'm like, damn, we're gonna have to
Oh yeah.
like dress up and answer the door, or like sit
Mhm.
on the porch.
Oh,
you know
I
what
want
I
to
mean?
do that too.
I
That's
know.
how it was in Rolinda. Like, we were down like a dirt road. We never had trick-or-treaters. And then when we moved, like, we were at this duplex in this neighborhood and we bought hella candy. We were like, yay, we're gonna get to pass out like
Yeah.
candy. We never got to. Literally got like one trick-or-treater. We were pissed. Like,
Yeah.
one or two maybe, but
Well, that's also what I was gonna ask. Is do you guys feel like the Halloween traditions are like dying?
yeah. Or people are just literally only going to the rich neighborhoods for big
Mhm.
candy and like whatever.
Yeah,
but
because
it's kind of
growing
like,
up, like I always went trick or treating in San Francisco, and like we'd go to like the mansions and shit,
Mhm.
and those people would pass out huge
Yeah.
ass candy
Oh my
bars,
God.
like,
yeah.
but it was expected from them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, because thousands of kids
Yeah.
would be there. Somebody said, "What is your guys' favorite costume that you've worn for Halloween?"
I've really done shit. One year, me and my sister, I didn't end up wearing the costume because nobody was dressed up at the party, but we got to the party. It was in Reno, like family friend, and she was gonna be she had bought a dress to be like Miss, I don't know, it's like Miss Universe or whatever. Remember when Steve Harvey like fucked up the thing?
Yeah.
I was gonna be Steve Harvey. I had the whole outfit. I had the
Oh
ball
my
cap,
God,
the
you're hella
mustache,
funny.
yeah. And
Oh
then
my
so she was gonna be the girl, but then we get there to get dressed and nobody was dressed up, and I'm like, okay, we're not doing this shit. Like,
I'm
we're gonna look
dead.
stupid.
What about when you were little? Like, do you have like funny, like cute ones?
No, I only have like one picture from Halloween, and I was like a scarecrow. We were
Dead.
poor as fuck.
I don't remember.
Me and Gabby would go fucking all out for that shit. I remember one year she was Fiona from Shrek.
Oh my
And
god,
my
all
mom, like,
green.
yeah, all green. My mom painted her whole like body green, and it like stuck on her, so it like wouldn't come off like the next day. But so she was Fiona, and then I was a yellow Power Ranger. And just like the photos that we had together, I was like, bro, what
Oh
the
my
Everyone was a
fuck?
Power Ranger at one point.
Yeah.
I think.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't.
I-
You were.
I liked to do. I would just try to do like makeup because I was
Yeah.
like into that. So
yeah.
I try to do like skull makeup and shit, but
Yeah.
nothing really crazy.
I used to try to do school makeup like every year too.
Yeah.
I was never good at any of that shit.
It wasn't good. It was just
Yeah,
I was
for
doing
the
it.
time though, might have been good.
Okay, we have one more. This is kind of a spooky one too. It says, "What's the scariest experience that you've been through?"
Ooh.
I feel like that's a hard one.
Well, yours is probably that.
I mean,
fucking
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I feel like that one. Like, okay, you go ahead.
Dude, so if you grew up around Rolinda, there's Dyer Lane, and it's just this street that is like all these like stories behind it, and it's like black, pitch black. People dump trash there and shit, and like you know, supposedly it was like a butcher or murderer was there, or like KKK people were there and shit. Like, it's all weird. But you would just turn off your lights and drive down it, or you'd like park and walk down.
No.
And this one time we were doing it, and we were walking down. There is houses there, but like way far back, and it's like up dirt driveways and shit. And we were walking, and this guy wanted to go see if he had buried a lighter there like years before, and so he was trying to undo it. And then we see a van down the street turn off its lights, and it's creeping towards us. And then we think we see like a guy dude, my eyes are watering. A guy walking towards us like from the dirt driveway, so they're like both coming this way. And someone was recording too, and we take off running like the fastest I ever ran in my life. I was just like, fuck, like just get out of there. And then the next day we play back the recording, and in the background you can hear like, get out.
Shut the fuck up.
I shit you not.
You
Like,
chills.
maybe
Oh,
maybe they were
no.
fucking with us, but I was shitting my pants, like scariest shit ever. Like,
it could have been somebody fucking with you
It
guys,
could've,
but it's
yeah.
still hella scary either
Yeah.
way.
yeah, just seeing the van, like the lights go off and they're
Oh,
just
no.
like rolling towards us. So he's like, fuck no.
No, 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 no.
So creepy. But what, did you have another one?
I feel like mine's not like a spooky event. Like, this is like a real life situation, like of getting in like a car accident or something. And I don't know if I talked about this, but it was like one time when I went whitewater rafting. Have I talked about
I've
that?
never heard it,
I
no.
don't remember.
Literally scariest experience in my life, like near death experience. Like, I will never do that shit again. That's why when anybody
never do that
like
shit.
mentions whitewater rafting, I'm like, don't fucking do it.
The river is
because
scary as fuck.
It's hella scary, and we went on like a super high level. So this was like my family's first time. My dad was like, let's go do like a thing together, you know? So we drive all the way out to like fucking Reading or some shit, and like we do whitewater rafting, and we get there, and it's like a level like 6 or some shit, and we've never gone before.
Yeah.
So the lady's like, oh, like, you know, everybody looks super advanced, has like special gear and shit, and we're just like, you know,
He has
this like
floaties on.
Shut up.
little ghetto family. We're like, what the fuck? Like,
hot Cheeto girl.
yeah, hot Cheeto girl. So we like get all our equipment, and she's like, you know, telling us like, make sure you go this way at this point and this way at this point, and we're all just listening, like, yeah, what the fuck ever, bitch. Like,
Like, get us there,
yeah.
bitch.
So we like get in our little like raft, and then they give us like these special like fucking paddles and shit, and then it's just like super like fast paced. Like, they're like, go, go, go. Like, right when we get in the water, it's like this whole like adventure. We have no guide, mind you. It's just my
It's just
family.
regular people.
It's just my family in the raft. So,
dead. How are
and
you
it's
not
like a
dead?
whole day thing. They said it's like an 8-hour fucking rafting thing. So it's like an hour in, we're already like flipped upside down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, I'm soaking wet. Like, I'm going, like, there's so many rocks. I just remember like they tell you to like lay on your back a certain way.
Oh my god.
I can't see anybody in my family. My brother's like a whole mile up the river. And it's just like, I'm over here.
Oh my god.
So we end up like getting back on the raft, but it's like broken. So like now we have a hole in the raft, and it's just like slowly sinking like the rest of the day. So we finally make it to like the lunch spot, and we know we're like super off track because there's nobody there.
Oh
Like,
my
we're
They're,
just
like, way ahead of
so
you.
yeah, they're so like far up above us that we're just like super behind. It's already like 4:00. We're like we're supposed to be there at like 2, I think.
Oh my god.
So we like keep going on, and then we get to the point of where like this is like the big like go left
I
and
can't
not
believe
right type
you guys
of thing.
like kept going after that.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Well,
would have called
we were in
somebody
the middle
immediately.
of nowhere.
had
I mean,
to.
we didn't even have our phones, nothing. Like, there was if we were out there, like, we were stuck out there.
Yeah.
So we
It's a
like
movie.
yeah. So we like get back on the raft again. It's like slowly sinking. We just poured all the water out again, and mind you, we flipped over like at least 10 times now.
Yeah.
Like, we're fucked up. We're all tore up, hella mad at each other. We're all arguing. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm like telling my dad to shut up. Like, so we get to the point, and you just hear like the water, like the drop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you could hear like the waterfall, and it's like shh. And I'm just like, dude, that shit sounds far.
Mm.
Like, it's a big drop, but they're like, go left, not right. So we're supposed to go left to avoid the waterfall. And my dad's like, no, we go right. So we're just like,
Dude.
and you know, he's the most strong. And so he's like putting it that way. The rest of the family is like, no. And we're like going the other way. And yeah, so basically.
Oh my god, he was trying to kill you guys. and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
let-
So basically we like get to the waterfall, and I just like, we're like caught on a rock, and I just like see the whole thing like down below us. And I'm just like looking down, like, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, I just see so many rocks and like pointy rocks, and just like at least a good like 15 feet drop. Like, it's not just like a little drop.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, this is far. And I'm little. I'm maybe like 13, 14.
Oh
so
my
I'm just
God.
like, and I was holding on to my dad's hand because the raft was like half off the waterfall, half on. And he's like, I got you. And then like, next thing you know, it's just like he can't hold on any longer. And I'm just like slipping and it's just boom.
Dude.
And he just lets go. And I just fall and smack onto the rock.
Oh
And
my
I just
God.
remember like my whole breath, like, like I just
Yeah.
couldn't even like, you know, breathe. And then the water just takes me under. And I just remember like completely passing out.
Bro.
And then like I like come up out of the water and I'm just like can't breathe, you know what I mean? And then I see my brother like way down again. I don't see any of my other like I don't see Gabby, I don't see
Yeah.
my mom, nobody. I'm just like, where the fuck
They're
is
all
everybody?
dead.
My dad's like still on the raft on the top.
Oh my
like,
God. He said, sorry.
Oh my
Love you.
Yes. So I like fucking get off onto the side of the fucking thing and I'm just like still trying to breathe. My mom ends up like getting onto the rocks too and she's just like, what the fuck? Like just
Dude.
Oh
yeah, I'd be pissed.
God.
yeah.
That's
And
divorce.
then- oh yeah, divorce after that. And then like my brother lost his GoPro. Mind you, this was like all on video. Like it probably,
Oh,
it probably
shit.
went
That would have been
viral.
so
yeah.
fucking funny.
And oh my God, it was just so funny. And
Oh
then
my God.
all the food was gone. Like we didn't have no snacks, nothing. It was still like hella early in the day. We still
Yeah.
had like a whole fucking adventure ahead of us.
Yeah.
Like
You don't even have a raft. You're just like,
yeah.
Oh
And then
my
like
God.
some like tour guide or some shit comes up to us and he's like, are you guys okay? What happened? Like, oh my God. Like he's like, I've never seen anybody over here before. Like, what the fuck?
you in the
know?
wrong area?
Yeah, we literally went down the whole wrong river, like, cause we went down the wrong waterfall.
Yeah.
So like the thing split. You know
oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
And yeah, so he was just like got us back on track, like helped us fix our boat or whatever. And it was just like, what the fuck? We ended up getting back to like our designated like meeting spot at like 7, 8 o'clock or some shit. It was like fucking damn near dark
What
out.
the fuck?
My mom was like fucked up. She got like bruises all over the side of her body.
my
Like
God.
I know
was
she was
all
pissed,
bruised
dude.
up.
I'd be.
Nobody talked the whole way home. It was completely silent.
You guys almost died together.
Yes, we
Your
almost
dad's
died.
like,
Yeah.
it's
And I was just
so-
like, yeah, never again.
Yeah.
Never, ever again. And then I had nightmares about the water for like weeks after that. 'cause
Hell
I
yeah.
was just like, thought I was going to
Just
fucking
traumatizing.
die. Yeah. Dude. And it wasn't just like a shallow river. Like that shit would go hella shallow with the rocks and then go hella deep to where
Yeah.
like you were not touching. So it was just like, I never want to go swimming in a river ever again.
I've never wanted to do like white water rafting. Like,
yeah.
dude, you just die.
Yeah.
Like,
And
so
then when
easy.
I see it on TV now, I'm just like, why is this normalized?
So
Yeah.
yeah, like, what are these people
Adrenaline.
doing?
Yeah.
You literally could have died. Like you
yeah,
could have
and
been
then
taken
when we
under.
got back, like, why was nobody waiting for us? Like, you
There's
know what
no
I mean?
search party?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no search party. Nobody
you guys would
cared.
have been fucked. Even if you stopped at the lunch spot and stayed there for like
Yeah,
overnight, you would have been fucked. Nobody
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
came.
that's what I was like. This is some real like athletic white people shit.
Yeah.
because whoa, like we were not built for that shit.
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
like,
God.
That's funny as fuck. No, I
Yeah.
never done nothing. I mean, we used to like cliff dive and stuff into the river or jump,
mhm.
and but I never, would do nothing
I'd
crazy.
be
Like
so scared of
I was
that.
kind of a little adrenaline when I was in like high school. I loved doing
Yeah.
that shit, but
I feel like all my friends went to the lake and did that shit too. Like jumped off
Yeah.
the bridge and shit.
you can die so easy off that
Yeah.
shit too. I
And
don't
was
do
just
it
like,
anymore.
I'm good.
Yeah, I value my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were never like that either. You
Oh,
were just more of
hell
an artsy
no.
girl.
Yeah, I was too
We
scared
were-
to do that shit.
We were a camping family. We'd go camping a lot and do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
There was this one family who would always get hurt. One of the kids every single year would be like
Really?
break a finger or like do
Oh
something.
my god.
It's fucked.
That's why I think like my dad was trying to get us to venture out more because we were always the family that never went camping. Like
Mhm.
we were staying in the hotel room.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
glamping.
Yeah, and like I think he was trying to get us to do something like in nature, you know. And it's just like he was like,
It just didn't work
my
out.
mom was like, "This is why we don't do this shit."
Yeah, yeah. I can just picture that shit's like a movie.
Yeah. It literally felt like a movie. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
That was damn near the scariest experience of in like real life shit, you know?
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know. We never had nothing like that.
Dude, they just came out with the movie. You guys need to watch it.
Is it
The,
River
like-
Wild?
Is that where?
So there was an original one with Meryl Streep, and it's so fucking good. It's like from the 90s or something,
Mhm.
and it's really good. And they remade it, and it was way different storyline and everything. I didn't really like it as much, but
I think we watched it here. I
Did
don't
we?
know.
where they're like water rafting down
Yeah.
the river,
Yeah,
the
and they
sister
all
brother.
end up like dying and shit.
Yeah. But the original one with Meryl Streep, hella good, like
Okay, I'm
hella
gonna watch
fucking good, and like Kevin Bacon.
Bacon.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, just telling a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy. We gotta plan our Halloween episodes better next year. I don't, like, what do you guys want? Scary stories, or I guess we've said all of them now,
Yeah.
but like spooky ones. Like, what do people usually do on the podcast for Halloween episodes?
I
I
don't know.
don't know. But
I think
I
it was
feel like,
fun.
yeah, we
Yeah,
had
it
a
was
good
fun.
spooky little episode.
we need more questions now. Everybody's like, I don't know.
Well, I didn't. Yeah.
You didn't post
I
it,
didn't
huh?
post it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna learn to close out.
Nah, not yet.
All right, guys. If you watched this far, thank you for one. But
Emoji. We should
yeah,
do
a Halloween emoji.
the
Yeah.
little pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin
pumpkins,
emoji in the
ghosts.
comments.
Yeah, ghost.
Yeah, anything spooky, scary. Tell us what your favorite holiday is too in the comments. We want to know.
Or what are you dressing up as?
yeah,
If you're
yeah.
dressing up, which you should be.
Or your
Yeah.
kids? Like, what are your kids gonna be?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
guys doing?
Yeah, doing little family costumes and stuff. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all the things. We're gonna be doing a photo shoot, a Halloween photo shoot coming up too. So we'll probably, by the time this is out, we'll have our pictures maybe. And
Yeah.
We'll be
Just
looking
fun
real
stuff.
sexy.
just fun. But thanks for watching. We appreciate all the engagement and everything. Yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.